NFC wild card game. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Ty Johnson. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Right to the air is Carr. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, it's OBJ, back-to-back catches. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Trucks over him. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there. That'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Touchdown grab. And the Raiders drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Here we go. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help for grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 7-7, our score after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. In motion goes the tight end. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. A lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. On third, here's an option play right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mixon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mixon again. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Here we go.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his left. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down. He opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack. And take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A great pickup there, 35 yards. And obviously the first down to go along with it. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here this close to their goal line. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Side, it's Beckham finding space at the 40, and they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
46-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Carr to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing now is Carr. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of...
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Cincinnati. 55 yards. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they had this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Bengals 28, Raiders 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football. Here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense